Sad day in the camp. Not a lot been happening. We've got this under absolute F all. Yeah, but it's a sad day in the camp. Fortunately, Old Faithful by here, mobile tool bench, storage unit, whatever you want to call it really, Old Faithful by here, sad day is sold. So, it is a sad day to be fair. Don't really get attached to many things. Kids about the only thing, wife occasionally. But it is a sad day. I mean, like, it's an absolute gem of a car. We had our days, don't get me wrong. We did swear a lot. And friends that helped me really did swear a lot, because when I was a little bit handicapped, they did most of the work, or if not all the work. Bless them. They're forever grateful for that, to be fair. I'll never forget that. We did have our differences, me and that car. But when it was going, it was going. It was quick. It was a quick car. Still is, sorry. It's not as if anything's changed. It's just, it's not mine anymore. I'm going to cry. No. So, jokes aside, all jokes aside, yeah, it's going to a good home. It is a good home. Lad used to race a Class 8, which is a buggy with one bike engine. Always had a dream of having a Class 7, and basically commented saying, when I put the car for sale, crikey, that's cheap. And I said, well, okay, do you want it? And he went, nah, I haven't got the money. So we came up with a plan, came up with an idea for him. Meg's busy checking the thickness of the chassis. So you're in her best attire.
What is that?
Apparently it takes a lady's touch, does it, Meg?
Yeah. 2.8. I'm just better than you. No.
We'll see. Are you going to race this car, Meg?
Don't know. If it looks like this, no.
Good work.
Does it work on my head?
Teamwork. I wouldn't put that to your brain.
No? Right.
Well, you can't. You won't find anything. What do you got? What you got?
10.5?
That's not a very big brain.
Is that how thick my skull is?
No, love. That's the size of your brain.
Oh, it's growing. It's 14.
Fucking hell, your head grows all the time. Good work. We turn our attention to the front of the car. Haven't to be guilty of not really recording anything for you guys to see. Just got a little carried away with it all and started going a bit mad. So front wishbones are on. That's going to be their final, I say final resting place. I think so, because I can't move this top bracket back any further. So that's going to be where it is. However, the bottom wishbone, we've gone for a lightweight T45 arm. Yeah, it's a simple arm. Here's an example of the old style bottom arms there. So that had a bend in it here, and they wouldn't have fitted, however, so they're not going to work. So we've gone for a super lightweight T45. Believe these are 1.6mm wall, going off the coating. It's a bit damp in here, so they've gone a bit rusty. These got a camber adjuster in the top here, so you don't have to remove this bolt if you want to adjust camber. You can just slacken the 24mm there and wind it in and out there. However, these didn't fit, so that did fit on there, with a bolt through there to get my angles and what have you, check that that's right. I've took all my measurements now, but these rose joints have to run in this plane. like so, because of the articulation of that. It just wouldn't work. If you look at that ball there, it needs to run in that plane. So these have to be running like that. So that one there needs to run flat. And here's where I'm at. So these are a 4mm bracket, if I remember correctly. That tube there is a 32mm tube. So all I've done is got it's actually a 31mm tube, which gives me a bit of breathing space. I've marked, it's not halfway, but you can see here I've marked there to there, which you can't really see, but it gives me a guide. So that's what they need to run as, and I've done this one, that one next, and then that will sit on there like so, at whatever height we decide. Like to try and keep it as it, you know, as it was, if that makes sense. Yeah, might have to raise it because of the way the bracketry is going to work. I have put a few washers in there to give us some breathing space if we do want to change something on the arms and change some anti-dive or something like that. Haven't gone into too much depth of looking. I've set them where I want them. I can adjust the spaces here, which will help that, but at the moment I just wanted to get the car out and close. I am wanting to move the bottom arm forward slightly. If we look here, look straight down there, there's not a great deal of caster on this upright, if any at all, so that's going to come forward. I'm going to go an inch. I've got the adjustment there, so why not on the top? So I can lose a bit more here, different spacer in there, so that'll help. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. So full of cold, snotty. Got this little rascal. You a little rascal. Tinkering away. So let's give it a whirl. Steering rack on next and see how our height positions for the rack is. I think the rack's going to have to be raised. Bear in mind, this is essentially where I want to run the car at ride height, so it all could change. Yeah, crack on. Wipe that bit with pride. Susan and Andrew George, yes, my very, very good in-laws. Without them, none of my projects and none of my... Well, it would be possible, and I have done it previously, but having a premises to work from, having a shed, you know, yeah, my messy shed that they gave me, or give me, loaned to me, is just, without that, I'm buggered, you know. So they give me everything. They're always on hand to help. They come and support at racing. Yeah, Nanny and Gramps, just mega. So yeah, what are we doing? Silicon Shine for the very last time. So owner's about 20 minutes away, or new owner is about 20 minutes away, and we're actually nearly crying. Like, yes, it's ridiculous, isn't it? What a grown man, 30 years old nearly, fucking crying. But yeah, no, the day has come where it's real. It doesn't help actually that a close friend, Jaron, rang to give me some measurements of his car for the The-WankL-Pickup. Just using some of his stuff as a benchmark, and he rang and we just started talking, and he said, "Is it gone yet?" And no, bloody hell, yeah, oh no. And he was saying, because he'd done a lot of work on this whilst I was sick, well, no, I wasn't sick, but I was recovering then. He did, him and his brother, and Jamie, they did a lot of, it helped me, you know. It was, never forget that, and thank you, boys. I mean, I do try and help you where I can, because obviously I still feel without you boys I wouldn't have been back in the car. And yeah, this mad. I am cracking up here. But yeah, we just run through some reminiscing and talking and stories, and it brings it all back, doesn't it? You know, I haven't been in the car for probably close on 2 years, I think. And he makes me laugh. Jay was saying that the time he was ahead of me in a race, and he knew I'd had a bad start, and I knew you were coming. I was just waiting for it. And unfortunately, I half spun, so trying too hard and half spun. But he said, that's what racing is about, isn't it? You know, good times with your friends, good weekends away, chilling out, unwinding. Unfortunately, we had some failures in the car, which really, I lost a bit of patience with it. And we were saying another year in this car, sort the issues out, sort me out. Lots of things really to sort, and this would have been awesome. It would have been up there. Not that it wasn't. It is a quick car. Don't want it to go now. It's real. But there we go. Onwards and upwards. Big exciting moment, as you saw. Oh yeah. That's very exciting and very shiny, and wow. Yeah, look at that. Like, yeah. And look at that. They're big enough. Bog Warner. Twin scroll, forget the size, forget the spec, I'm not that clued up on that stuff, but it just looks mean. Take a look at that. Offered up in the hole. We do have some issues. Yeah, the drive shaft for this side here is like super close. Like ridiculously close. Look. What are we gonna do? Good question. I have left that up to our genius that is Ollie Engineering. Yeah, Owen does 99.7% of my engineering. He's a great guy. Motorsport enthusiast. Very good with the Super 1600. Rally car, front wheel drive stuff. He cuts his teeth on. Actually owns an X-Works 1600 Saxo Maxi. Beautiful car. Very jealous, and he's gonna tells me, yeah, well, don't worry, we'll sort it. So all in his hands. The other issue we've got obviously is being a rotary, the starter motor comes in from this direction. So, yeah, we'll put a starter motor on it. No problem. But it don't can reach. Genius, isn't it? Just wonderful, isn't it? Just wonderful. So, more hurdles. Took the starter apart, seeing if I could get it machined. I mean, I think the plan is
to down low here. You've got to bear in mind the clutch hasn't got much room for it passing through, but Owen seems to have a bright, idea that we're gonna scallop out in here, machine this off, make a plate. When I say a plate, a block of billet that will sit in there, get welded in, just so the starter can work, and then the adapter plate he's gonna have to make basically. So yeah, good luck. I'm really not looking forward to the headaches this brings, but we got to do it. We've come this far, and looks like we're gonna have a super short drive shaft. Mad, really, innit? What we do for fun. But here we are. I mean, all this rotary talk, and what we got, boy? What are we looking at? Tractors. What's your favourite, boy? Tractors or race cars?
Tractors
And race cars, okay. So basically, I can't machine this. I was trying to keep that piece all, I want to call it OE, factory, whatever, purely because these tend to crack, or at least the cast iron ones crack. I'm not sure about the billet versions, whether I can take this down here and remove the metal to, it's quite a big bit of billet, so I will inquire. But this is basically what the adapter plate is going to have to look like, and basically the flywheel gets fitted before the adapter plate. Fuck knows. I've getting a bit lost with it all, to be honest. Yeah. I'm very close to taking a grinder to that to see what happens, but it's probably not the best of ideas. It's 70 odd quid, so I'm not too fussed with that, but it's not just that. There, it's the whole fucking shit-head. Come over here. Whose idea was this? And look up by there. There's hundreds of wasps flying around in here, and to be frank, I'm petrified. But for my viewers, I'll risk it. I've had one sting. I hate wasp stings, and yeah, not nice. Anyhow, run you through what I've been doing, 'cause it's been a while. So yeah, we've tacked the new hoop in place over there and by here. So the door bars got chopped off. We'll remake them. Still awaiting that big tidy up. So yeah, it's tacked in on the bottom here. We had to do that because our governing body, National Autograss Sports Association, wanted to see. They do not like this gap I have here. So, although this hoop is in a far better condition than the old one, they won't allow me to use it. So, work that out, hey? But there we go. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, I did cut quite a lot out of this car, and we are on the road to making it. My word. Look at all that. You can't see them, I suppose, but yeah. This is going to scupper my plans a little bit for tonight. I'm going to have to get some brave man to come and remove that nest, I think. Yeah, just a lowdown and a showdown. That's where we're at. There's a lot of other things happening that we will report soon. We'll see that the Dorito is gone. It's moved. It's gone. Exciting times ahead. We have got some cool things happening, which you will soon see.